This is a Ramana Maharishi clip, a talk by Ramana Maharishi with comments by Richard Clarke. This is a time to listen, reflect, and deeply meditate. I'm Richard Clarke. I'm reviewing and commenting on the book Talks with Sri Ramana Maharishi. Today is talk number 2. Someone inquired about the nature of perception. Ramana Maharishi said, whatever state one is in, the perceptions partake of that state. The explanation is that in the waking state, jagrat, the gross body perceives gross names and forms. In swapna, the dream state, the mental body perceives the mental creations in their manifold forms and names. In the sushupti, deep dreamless sleep, the identification with the body being lost, there are no perceptions. Similarly, in the transcendental state, identity with Brahman places the man in harmony with everything, and there is nothing apart from his self. Ramana Maharishi discusses the nature of perception. In this dialogue, someone asks about the nature of perception. Sri Ramana responds by explaining that perception is closely tied to the state of consciousness one is in. First is the waking state. In the waking state, our gross physical body perceives the external world. We experience the world through our senses, perceiving things with names and forms. This is the state in which we engage with the physical reality around us. In the waking state, we identify with our body and mind. The waking state is everyday life. Next is the dream state. During the dream state, it is the mental body that becomes active, while the physical body is inert. In this realm, our perceptions are not of the physical world, but of mental creations which can take various forms and have different names. It's a world of imagination and inner experiences. We are identified with our mind and a dream body in a dream. In the dream, it still seems like me involved with the dream. Deep dreamless sleep. In deep dreamless sleep, there's a temporary loss of identification with the body and mind. During this state, there are no active perceptions. It's a state of relative nothingness where mental attention is at rest and there is no engagement with external or internal perceptions. Mind is inactive, so it seems like we're not there during sleep. Still, consciousness is active, consciousness of the inert mind. You know you slept well. Finally is the transcendental state. Ramana talks about the transcendental state. This state knows the 3 other states and can hardly be called a state at all, since this is what actually exists all the time. In this, identity merges with Brahman, the ultimate reality, the unbounded consciousness. There is a profound sense of unity and harmony with everything in existence. In this, there is nothing apart from the self, because the individual self has merged with the universal self, Brahman. There is just one. Ramana Maharishi emphasizes the connection between our state of consciousness and our perceptions. Depending on our state, we perceive the world differently, either through the physical senses, the mental realm of dream, or in deep sleep when there's a temporary suspension of perception. Ultimately, when you attain the transcendental state, you identify with and as Brahman and experience unity and oneness with all existence. This teaching underscores the importance of self-realization and the deep understanding of your true nature to transcend the limitations of mind and attain a state of profound unity and harmony with the universe, and be always happy. So inquire, know yourself, and be always free and at peace. These videos help bring Ramana Maharishi's teachings into your direct experience. Subscribe now